is flying into theaters today. The film adaptation of the Broadway smash, which opened in 2003. What happened before Dorothy arrived with the ruby slippers, the makings of the Wicked Witch of the West and Glinda the Good Witch of the North. And there are so many other characters from Oz. I can't wait to hear what Eli thinks of the wizard. Is it worth another trip along the yellow brick road? I'm betting it is, but this is the man who knows. You need to know. This is my second favorite musical of all time. So I am so excited, and I know people watching are so excited. Where do we start? With Wicked.
What I love about this, so Smash musical, it's like fourth longest running Broadway musical ever. Killer cast, Ariana Grande, Cynthia Erivo. But let's talk about the director for a moment, John M. Chu. You know what he did before directing? He took tap dancing lessons.
Really?
So he went from tap, then picking up a film camera, and then falling in love with film. Look at his first few films. He did Step Up 2, Step Up 3D. Remember those great dance films? And then he did Crazy Rich Asians, In the Heights. So this is someone, if ever there was a director who was ideal for telling the story of Wicked, I think it is John M. Chu. Now, a couple things, if you haven't been watching all the marketing, which has been, yes, hard to avoid, it is a capital M musical. Sometimes they try to kind of disguise that in the trailer, but this is a singing and dancing, as you can see, spectacle, but also it is a musical without closure, because this is actually Wicked Part 1. Although you may have enjoyed the entire Broadway musical, they decided to split this in half. So we will end on a cliffhanger, and then we will have to come back, I think about...
It's next fall, I think. Incredible.
I hate it when they do this. And somehow, the running time of the Part 1 is longer than the actual Broadway musical. I don't know how that makes sense. Make it make sense. But... so let's go. We are in the world of Oz, Yellow Brick Road, Munchkins, all of that. As you said, this is a prequel. We are talking about Glinda. We're talking about the woman who would become the Wicked Witch. Now, we are in a world I would describe as kind of Harry Potter's Hogwarts meets Mean Girls. This is Shiz University. This is where the Munchkins and the princes and all the beautiful people and the talking animals, they all come together. Now, Glinda is played by Ariana Grande. And Glinda is Glinda. She is pink, she is pretty, she is privileged, she is frankly a bit of an airhead, but everyone adores her. But then there's Elphaba. And even though the student body comes in all shapes and sizes and some talking animals, when this woman with her green skin arrives, she kind of tests their tolerance. Let's take a look with Michelle Yeoh as the headmistress.
Welcome, new students, to Shiz University. Miss Elphaba, you can room with Miss Glinda.
Popular. I know about popular. Oh, I saved you some space, by the way.
Do you really think this is fair?
I do not. I was promised a private suite. But thanks for asking.
Grande is just killing it there. Now, things a little frosty between the two roommates there, but then to heat things up, Jonathan Bailey of Bridgerton swans in as the prince. Now, you'd think Glinda and the prince, that kind of Ken and Barbie, that makes sense, but I don't know, because with Elphaba, there's maybe something. Let's take a look.
Why is it you're always causing some sort of commotion?
I don't cause commotions, I am one. Some of us are just different.
Which is perhaps why Glinda and her catty little friends, including Bowen Yang, decide to have
Bowen Yang?
Bowen Yang is kind of like Glinda's posse, and he's there from Montreal and from Saturday Night Live. He's fantastic. I wish actually he had more of a part, but he's there with Glinda and a certain hat, a certain wardrobe suggestion. Take a look.
Glinda?
Ew! I know. It's my granny's. I'd give it away, but I don't hate anyone that much.
Hey!
You should join us tonight. And don't tell me you have nothing to wear. Because you could wear this.
Something has changed within me.
Starting to see where this is going. But that's something. brings her to the attention, and her magical aptitude brings her to the attention of the almighty, all-powerful Oz, played by, yes, the always quirky and entertaining Jeff Goldblum.
See, I'm almost most excited to see it. And can I do a correction from last hour? Because it's Jeff Goldblum who's 72.
Oh.
Last hour we were talking about Denzel
Yes.
Washington
He's
in
69.
Gladiator 2, and he's 69. You were right, but I'm right on the 72. But it's just the wrong movie and the wrong character. Whatever. Does Wicked make magic is the question.
The casting is spellbinding. I mean, my good Ariana Grande. This is the role of a lifetime for her, right? And this is a role that she has been actually dreaming of playing since she first saw Wicked, since she was a child. And after all that anticipation, she is so fun, so amusing. The way she kind of trills her words, her hilarious comic timing, the way she flips her hair. So she is fantastic. And then you look at Cynthia Erivo as Elphaba. Now, I think in comparison, that role is a little more challenging because there's less jokes, there's fewer jokes, and it's certainly more melancholy. Now, granted, this is a very unsubtle metaphor about otherness, but look at that face, look at her eyes. She has this remarkable presence. And then, of course, when Erivo gets a chance to belt it out, like this moment with her as the wizard reveals his real inclinations. Take a look.
The best way to bring folks together is to give them a real good enemy.
You have no real power.
That's why I need you.
I wish I could play you more of the music.
Do you want me to sing?
Please. And I was in a screening with an audience. There were multiple times, including that finale, where people were just cheering out loud as if the stars were standing in front of us. And it's interesting because the movie ends with this action set piece, like a medieval version of Die Hard, with this tower and flames and explosions. And it's almost like the director doesn't have the confidence. Like, oh, I don't know if people like musicals, so we're going to throw in all this other stuff. But the best thing about this is the syncopation and the songs. That scene in the library, dancing through life with the prince sliding across the books, Glinda and Elphaba trading verses in loathing in What Is This Feeling, and then defying gravity. I mean, talk about like the audience ascended, and that is what I think we want right now. I think this is what the world needs. It is not perfect, but what a wonderful place to escape. Let's take a look at my rating.
Okay.
Perfect music. 4 stars out of 5. Highly recommend
You're
it.
going to be popular.
There you go.
With that one.
Yeah.
But can I tell you something?
Yes, you can.
When you gave all those song titles, in the theaters, I've been hearing people are actually, they almost are viewing it like sing-along Wicked. And people have been going online to say, shush, and don't be singing along with the movie. So there are 1,000 theaters on Christmas Day, actually, across North America, so maybe here you'll have to tell us about it, doing sing-along versions.
We have a crisis of theater etiquette in this nation, but the sing-alongs are going to happen, but yes, the fact that they're actually trying to channel the singing, I think, is a good idea.
I loved your coming in today. Thank you for 2 fantastic reviews, and 4 out of 5 makes me very happy. All right, Eli, thanks, and we'll see you next week.
My pleasure.
Eli Glasner.